And Charisse is here. Yay, letting her in. Okay.
Yay! Hi,
Hello,
Charisse.
Charisse. We're so excited you're here. I'll give that just a minute so she doesn't like have to come in and be silent right away. Charisse, welcome. We're so excited you're here.
Good morning.
Good morning. I know we were like,
Hello.
I didn't know I'd have to talk right away.
Right out of
Okay.
bed. I probably haven't. It's early here, so.
Yeah, it is early there.
Yeah,
They're in there. Most of them are, well, Mindy's in Pennsylvania, but Charisse and my mom are in Arizona, so very early
Yeah,
there.
you're not gonna see a picture of me right now.
And that's okay. That is just okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pray, and we will get this show on the road. All right. Dear Lord, thank you so much for just bringing together this group of women that we could enjoy our time together and just have fun and relax a little bit and get some prep done for our businesses. Lord, I pray for our country today as we remember 9/11 and all of the terrible events that happened that day. I pray that you would bring comfort to those families who were directly affected by that. And Lord, I pray for our country that you would give incredible wisdom to leadership and that you would help us to honor you in our daily and private lives so that we can influence our country for you. Thank you so much for all you've done, and thank you for how you have blessed this nation. In your name I pray, amen.
Amen.
Okay, it is me first. And you know, Whitney and I try not to be the hot mess express, but you know, we sometimes land there again, but we try not to. Okay, so what we do, and Lainey, this is your first time, so just so you know, and you can do it with the little emoji. When we call your level on the career path, you raise your hand. All right, wave wildly. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, introducing Independent Beauty Consultants first meeting. So, who would that be? Wave wildly.
Raise hand.
Yay! Raise hand. Yay, Lainey. Okay. And can you tell us a little bit about you? Where are you from, and how long have you been with Mary Kay?
I live in Bruton, Alabama. I have been in Mary Kay. Has it been a month now? It's been close to a month.
It's right
Give or
at a
take.
month. It's
Yeah.
right there.
Not long. I'm loving it so far. Everything about it I love. I can still stay home with my kids and I'm still making money. So I love it.
Fabulous. And whose team are you on?
I am on Sarah McLean's team.
All right, beautiful. Very good. I love that. Okay, next up on the career path, who do we have that is a senior consultant with 1 or 2 active members? I would say that we'll let Mindy raise her hand because she's like 1 order away from being there again. So go for it, Mindy.
How about
gonna-
I just talk? That's me.
Okay, sounds good. Yes, and even though things come and go, and that is so normal. Oh, do we have another? Thank you, Whitney. Do we have another? See, now here's the thing, Therese. I always think of you as a senior too, but do we have another independent beauty consultant who's going to be a senior any day now because we're going to get this worked out? Who would that be? Therese, would it be you?
I hope so. With let's say yes.
Yes. So she is an independent beauty consultant working to be a senior. And we have a pop-up party on her page later today. So I'm excited to see how that goes. So that's very cool. Okay. Now Mindy's hand is risen because I can't get my act together. So Mindy is a senior. She has several on her team. Just need to do some orders to get them back active again. But I think she could be my first red in the unit. I think you guys should race to be my first red because we are going to be a strong unit. And to be a strong unit, we need some reds. And you guys are my people. So we are going to get there. Then after that is Star Recruiter. And that's where Mindy's working to get to. And that is with 3 to 4 active team members. I don't think we have any on here this morning. But we do have 1, I think, in our units. Yep, we're working on more. Team leaders is 5 to 7 active team leaders. And then elite team leader is 8 or more. Or if you're a team leader and one of your team is a red, I think that makes you an elite team leader. Look at me knowing stuff. Okay. And then it was somewhere around team leader, or elite team leader. I said, you know what? I'm going to try this DIQ thing, because that's when you have 10 on your team and you're working towards becoming a director in 4 months. And so that's where I was just a couple months ago. I still have trouble thinking of myself as not being a DIQ anymore, but yes, that's where I was. And then after you finish your DIQ, you become a director. And we do have one director, and that would be me. And I love my MK Life because even though this past forever, I was in quarantine for COVID, I was able to keep working my business. In fact, even though I couldn't go to school and I was working things virtually for school, I was able to work my business a little bit harder. So that was like, wow, it actually kept me from getting in the dumps. I was up here working my stuff and moved my office upstairs. I had time to do that. So I love my MK Life, and I love my MK Life because I don't know if you can see it, but right here is a picture of the Malibu, and we are working as a unit to get to the Malibu. This is my little goals chart up here. And you ladies who are working on goals, you should make some kind of a sign or a chart that you look at every day. And you're like, okay, what am I doing today to get towards that goal? I work full time. I can't work all day every day, but I have those goals and I'm just making my little steps towards there. So anyway, that's why I love my MK Life. And then do we have any senior directors on here? Oh, we do. Okay. Why do you love your Mary Kay Life?
So there's like a lot of different reasons that I love my MK Life, but I think one of them right now, I mean, it kind of changes all the time, but one that I just really love is our community. I can get down in the dumps pretty easily. That's just, I think, part of my personality. So it's just wonderful to me that after every Mary Kay event, I always feel better. Like there's hope to be had, and there are new good things that I can work toward and achieve. So I just love that about Mary Kay, because I need that little boost. And I'm so grateful for our glam group. I'm so grateful for the Fearless unit, the Hope unit, this right here on Saturday mornings. I need this. So I think that's what I love the most. And real quick, ladies, just so you know, once you've raised your hand on Zoom, it just leaves your hand up. So you have to like actually click it again to take it down. Now, if you want to leave it up, you totally can. But the other reactions, it's the only one that does that. All of the other reactions, they automatically come back down. But the raise hand one stays up. So in case y'all wanted to know that, if you're like, I don't know if that's like going to go down by itself, it will not. I don't know why. So you'll just like click raise hand again, and it'll like lower your hand, just so y'all know. Okay. Let's see. All right, let me do some quick announcements for the Fearless unit. So in the Fearless unit, we are working on a goal. We are working to hit 5,500 as a unit this month. We're doing really well. We're at 1,300 right now, and 1,300 is really good to be at by the 11th. That's about a third of the way through the month. So that's a really, really good place for us to be in. But a lot of that comes from selling. I never want people to order just to order. So I really want you guys to be selling and working and getting parties. I have to give Lainey a shout out because I told her, hey, get some parties. And she said, okay. And she did it. So it is as easy as we make it. She was just tenacious, sent out messages, followed up with people, and she's got parties on the books. There are several ladies in my unit right now that they're just going out and getting parties. They're not waiting on me to tell them to go do it, because they know that's how they work their business. So that's really where it's at. Go ahead, go get those parties. You can do it. You can be tenacious. You are strong. You are okay if somebody says no thank you. Just move forward and go to the next person. Like, you can do this. And parties are where we get our sales. Parties are where we meet the people that we might share the opportunity with. Parties are where everything moves forward. It's where we meet new people to get new parties, to get new customers. So parties are where it's at. I am very passionate about this because that is the Mary Kay business plan. It's exactly how Mary Kay Ash taught us to do this. So I really want to encourage you, get those parties. You can do it, and then be faithful to the follow-up, because that's where the fortune is in the follow-up. I have probably 4% of my sales come from the group, and 96% of my sales come from the private, individual, one-by-one follow-up after a party. All right. So that is not like me making it up. That is the actual statistics. When I'm not faithful to follow up, I don't have good sales. When I am faithful to follow up, I have good sales. So it's as simple as that. I know sometimes it doesn't feel simple because we don't want to go do it, but you got to do it if you want to get those sales. That's what moves your business forward. You can totally do this. I believe in you. But that's where we are with the Fearless unit. And the other thing we're looking for is we want 5 new unit members this month. Last month we had 4 new, which was amazing. This month we are looking for 5 new. So far we don't have any new, but we are getting those shares done. And speaking of shares, we are getting some Pearl Girls. I wore my pearls today. I'm going to talk about those in a little while. So if you're like, what is that? What do I need to know about this? We are chatting about that later. We've got some Pearl Girls. Lainey just earned her pearl earrings, so she'll be getting those in the mail from me. So just picture it. She's gonna be wearing these at our next meeting.
I'm so excited to get
I
my
know.
earrings.
It's amazing. And I gotta say, you guys, we've gotten back to doing more phone calls and not just the video and survey. And it's making a difference. It really matters. We're making good connections with people. So that's where it's at. Those are our goals for the Fearless unit. We're on track to hit a lot of them. We just got to be faithful to it. And I am so excited. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to Mom for some Hope unit announcements.
Okay, ladies. So here's the deal. When we become a new unit, they have goals for every quarter, and we are already in our 3rd month, which is the end of our 1st quarter. And we had a slow start in July. I think most of you know that. So we're making up some space here. So our goal is we need $7,714 more in production to make that 1st quarter goal with the company. And we need 3 more Great Start qualified. We had 3 last month. We need 3 this month. And that can be people who've already joined but haven't done their first 600 yet, or new people who join and then they place an order and become Great Start qualified. So we need to get them this month. It is a big deal. And the way that's going to happen is by having lots of shares and having people join our unit. I don't know about you, but I am always thinking about who can I share with? Who might have a party? Who do I really think a lot of? And I think they could be good at this. So that is what's always going through my head. And, you know, I would have never said yes to this opportunity at a certain time in my life. But when it was the time, it was the time. And so you don't know. You don't know. And most people would have never thought I was doing Mary Kay because I was doing a lot already. So you don't know. You don't know who they are. Also, I am excited. As a unit, we have not had a star yet. This is our first star quarter. And there's a couple of you that are getting very close, and you can be at 0 and still get to star, which is Wednesday, the 15th. Okay, so you need to get your production by Wednesday, and it is 1,800 production since the 15th of July to August. No, June, 15th of June. June to July, July to August, August. Yeah, since June 15th. If you don't know how to find that, there's reports on Mary Kay in Touch, but I can also tell you, I think I have texted or emailed a lot of you with that information about where you are, but I've been putting some things on our page about how to be a star and just some things to try. I know that Anna is getting pretty close, so I'm pretty excited for her. She wasn't able to get on this morning. Also, I wanted to announce that this is double credit month. And I don't know if you ladies know what that means, but first of all, start making plans to go to seminar in Dallas in July because it's fabulous and we're going to have it this year. But when we get there, there are all kinds of accolades for production and for building team. And anything you order this month counts double up to, if you order 2,000 in wholesale, they call that 4,000 retail for your numbers there. But this month, when you order 2,000, it counts as 8,000. And as a unit, there's unit circles. And oh my goodness, it would be so amazing if as the Hope unit, we got in one of the unit circles, which I feel like the lowest circle is the 150,000 that they recognize.
Yes, but it's called 300,000 because they recognize it based on retail. So
Right.
wholesale 150, but it's called the 300,000. So just for
Okay.
just, you know.
All right, beautiful. So towards that 300,000, you know, if several ordered 2,000 this month, that would put us way up there. For every 2, it would count as 8 into that 300,000. And that's how people really get those circles going. So this is the month, a September to remember. So all out, ladies. We have lots of days left in the month. And then also, I wanted to announce Whitney has created a new graphics group. And I did put a link on the Hope unit, but she has just created a bunch of graphics that you can use in your page. Now, remember, that is, once again, your megaphone voice and not your whisper voice. So that gets the idea out there. but you're going to have to do individual follow-up. Like Whitney said, a very teeny percentage of my people will see a graphic and then order. They will see a graphic and then I'll mention, they said, yeah, I've been thinking about getting that. Tell me a little more about it, or how much is that, or whatever. So get in that group and use that on your page some, and there's some parties, and I bet Oakley's being fun back there. Yeah. And then one more thing, then I didn't mention it because I'm just so excited. Okay, so the Malibu, this is the end of a quarter towards Malibu production. And so if we get $15,222.96 more in production, we will get the Malibu. And you say, that sounds impossible. I have broken down the numbers, and it is entirely possible if we can just, as a unit, make a goal that feels attainable to us and push towards it. It can happen. So, you know, you can do you. So that's great. And then if you have a team, you can kind of help encourage there. And the more you comment on our page and in our Voxer groups, the more energy that builds towards our group. It's been a little quiet lately, and I know we've been super busy, but just give a shout out on there. Sometimes I get kind of lonely. It's like, is anybody listening? So if you can just give a got it, or I'm excited, or whatever, that will help to build excitement and momentum in our team. That was a lot of announcements. Sorry.
That was really good announcements, though. I felt like that was very, like, there were a lot of things on there that apply to Fearless Unit. Double credit month counts for us as well. And this is like a fun thing. Okay, I didn't know this, but at Mary Kay, for all of our events, whether virtual or in person, you can print off a bling badge where it shows all the things that you've completed as a consultant. And I didn't know this, but if your unit has earned a car, like once you earn the Malibu on your, like as a consultant, everybody on here, if your unit earned like the Malibu, your bling badge would say Grand Achiever Unit. Like it's added to your accolades. So it's super, super cool. And then for the Fearless Unit, we are the we have Premier on ours because we've earned the Equinox. So it is so cool. So I realize sometimes we go like, well, I don't get to drive a Malibu, so why would I work for that? Well, first of all, I don't think any of you ladies think like that, because that's really not how it works. We all support each other and we all get to the goals we're working for. So it's okay if you're not working toward a Malibu right now. There is no reason you couldn't in the future. But your whole unit gets recognized as that. And it's a really big deal. It's a sign of a strong unit. It's a sign of a unit that is going places. It's a sign of a unit where the women in there work hard and the women in there are women of character. So it's like a big thing. So yes, Nancy calls it your Mary Kay report card. Yeah, I remember the first time I got a bling badge, I was like, this is so cool. So you can actually print them off on Mary Kay in Touch. They only show up around an event time. So right now you wouldn't be able to find one, but it's pretty cool. Okay, let's turn it over.
Real quick,
Yes.
Can I just say, real quick, I wanted to mention that on that report card, if you finished Mary Kay University, it's on there.
Yeah.
If you finished Color Confident on there, if you were a star any quarter, it puts that on there. Any of these goals, it just puts it right on that little bling badge. And I cannot wait to be at seminar with our bling badges. And we have a whole year, ladies. So, I mean, almost a whole year. So lots can happen.
That is very true. And she's right about all of that. So it matters to go through and do the things. Okay, let's do some recognition. If you opened your store for business this week and sold anything, I mean, we're talking if you sold one eyeshadow or if you sold $3,000, if you sold anything this last week, wave wildly or put up your emoji, like show me who you are. Oh, I'm seeing lots of people. This is exciting. I'm like 99% sure Lainey did. I feel like we talked about it. So I'm like pretty sure Lainey also sold something. Congratulations,
I did.
Mindy.
I did. I just don't remember how to wave the hand.
Oh, that's right. No, and you know what? Unmuting works too. So that's exciting. It's awesome. Mindy did. I think my mom was waving. I'm waving. So lots of people selling. And that's, you guys, it feels so good to sell because you're like, okay, I can do this. So even if it's just an eyeshadow, try to sell at least one item every week. Charisse, yay! That's so exciting. Mom, did you have something to say, or were you just like, oh, you're just saying everybody? Oh, that is awesome. Everybody on here sold something last week. That is a huge deal. That doesn't always happen. So give yourself a pat on the back. So that is amazing. Okay, if you sold $100 in a day last week, if you had a grand day last week, wave wildly, use your emoji, whatever it was, Anybody have any grand days last week? I know there were some in my unit, but I don't know if any of them are on this Zoom chat. Okay, that is okay. Not every week. Not every week do we have everybody doing that. Okay, so yeah, I think there were some, but they just weren't able to make this. But whenever we sell $100 in a day, we call it a grand day. And I know it's silly because a grand is 1,000, but it's Mary Kay tradition. So we go with it, and it sounds fabulous. So if you are planning to have a grand day this week, you'll have to like work for it. You got this. All right, so let's have some grand days this week. I have a couple people who they get paid once a month on the 15th, so I often have grand days on the 15th because they're like, okay, here's my order, charge me on the 15th, or I'm placing it on the 15th, and they'll tell me. So just be like mindful. There's some people who might be wanting some stuff, so just be faithful to follow up with your customers. All right, let's see who had high sales for this past week. Now the dates for this are September 4th through September 10th, if you can remember back that far. And we did a little bit of reco on our pages for the week before that because we didn't have Super Saturday last Saturday. But if you had amazing sales the week before this one, go ahead and put that in the comments as well. Okay, so Saturday through Friday. So I have that right. Correct, Mom, the 4th through the 10th. Okay, good. Okay, great. She's like, that's probably right. All right, so if you sold $100 in the week last week, go ahead and wave wildly, raise your hand. Even if it wasn't in one day, if you sold, yeah, Mom says she didn't. I don't think I did either. Okay, you know what, you guys? That's okay. It's the week we had. Not every week is the week. I've had weeks where I sold 500 in a week, and then I've had weeks where it's not quite there. So that is all right. Now, to be the queen of sales, you have to sell 300 or more in a week, because if you sell 300 a week, that would be over the course of the month. If you sold 300 every week, that'd be 1,200. Which means you'd be able to do your 600 and earn your jewelry from the company. And that means you have 600 for your family. So that's why Mary Kay always encouraged us to shoot for selling 300 a week. And then also she encouraged us to try to have 3 parties every week. Her plan was 3, 3, and 3. You did 3 shares, you sold 300, and you did 3 parties, and that'll take you everywhere you want to go. So that's a great goal to shoot for. All right, did we have anybody who, I don't think we have anybody on this Zoom who's there, but I do know we have at least one in my unit who is a pre-pink achiever, and that is someone who has already ordered 300 this month. To be a pre-pink achiever, you're close. Okay, I'm also pretty close. That means you've cumulatively, that's a very hard word for me, to order between the 1st and 15th is $300 wholesale. So some of you are on track for that, and some of you didn't even know you should be tracking that. But we are giving away a beautiful leopard print necklace. If you earned the leopard print earrings last month, it will coordinate nicely, and if you didn't, it's a great standalone piece. But if you order 300 by the 15th, we always have a prize for that. And then if you order 600 over the course of the whole month, you get a special unique piece of jewelry from the company. So that is what we shoot for. And Megan Winterbauer in my unit is already a pre-pink achiever, and she wasn't able to be on this morning, but I wanted to give her a shout out. And then the last question I have is, who shared the Mary Kay opportunity last week? I know at least one person on here. Oh, yay, here's Anna. She's gonna hop on. Okay, who on this Zoom chat shared the Mary Kay opportunity last week, even if it was just with one person? If you shared it all, wave wildly at me. I know we have somebody on here who did, so I'm gonna wait. I might say
Waving.
She's like, I'm waving. Okay, we can't see you. So okay, Lainey, how many people did we share with for you last week? I can't remember. I got lost because you did a lot.
I think it was 2 last week.
Okay.
I know. Yes, it was 2.
Okay, so we did 2 last week and we did 1 the week before. So she has shared with at least 3 people so far. And we have several other people we're working to get times nailed down with. So we're about to have more shares. But whenever you share with 3 people in a week, you are the queen of sharing. Yes, I have.
Let's check on Anna. Anna, how many did you share with this last week?
Oh, hold on.
I know we did 2 phone calls.
Perfect.
Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even
No,
realize
okay.
I was on speaker.
No, you're fine.
You're good.
Yeah, I believe I did. I'm pretty sure I did 3. But
Yeah. Yeah, she did 2 with me, and then she did another one, I believe. So
Anna,
you
Oh,
have
I
a
am
queen.
yes,
so proud
yes,
of you.
thank you.
That is amazing. Okay, so big round of applause. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Lainey, will you tell us how how did you share with people? And then after we ask Lainey and get like a tip or two from her, Anna, if you would share next and let us know like kind of how you're sharing with people, how you're meeting them, how you're asking, that would be great. Cause I think we'd all like to be sharing a little bit more. So we'd love a tip. So Lainey, do you have any tips for us on how you're getting this thing done?
I am messaging people either through Facebook, through text message, whichever way is my best way of contacting them. And I let them know that, hey, you know, I would love to share this Mary Kay opportunity with you. It's been amazing for me so far. I think it would really help you out as well. I do mention that it helps me earn my jewelry as well. And, you know, 8 times out of 10, they're like, yeah, sure, that's fine. You know, give me a call. We'll set up a date. And it goes really well.
It has been, we've had really good phone calls, even if they weren't interested in doing Mary Kay, they were super interested in supporting Lainey. So it sounds like you're just keeping it really uncomplicated and just asking. That's fabulous.
And I love the questions that they ask as well, because sometimes they ask questions and I'm like, oh, I haven't even thought about that. And it helps me out as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing is we want them to ask us questions so there's something to answer and talk about and do training on. So that's amazing. Anna, if you could unmute, I'd love to hear your tips for like, how are you sharing? Who are you sharing with? How are you meeting them?
Well, the way I've been meeting my people is basically so far through the parties. And so, yeah, it's really obvious that when you have parties, you meet more people, you have more opportunities to share. And so I've realized that. So that, yes, so we did reach out to them after the party and just let them know that, ask them if they would be willing to allow me to share the opportunity about Mary Kay. And then if they agreed, then send them the video, have them do the survey, and then ask them to do the phone call. And I think the phone call is the hardest part, but that's okay. I know that phone call is what's more important because you get to have more of a conversation. And then just one other thing I want to share is that what I have done, like for follow-ups, to try to make it a little more personal and reach out again. I've created some emails asking them again if they would think about joining my team. And then I tell them my why, and basically my why for them is because I really would like for them to be a part of the community of women that are so encouraging and inspiring, aside from everything else. And that has worked in actually at least having them have more of a conversation with me the second time. So both of them has said to me that not now, but they'll think about for the future. So that's a little bit closer.
Yeah. Anna, that's so smart to be layering with them. That's what I've always been taught to call is layering, where it's like, okay, they may not be ready now, but like we share with them once here, talking about it there. Maybe we're doing a follow-up here, and then maybe here is when they're ready. And they may not be ready here, but if we're like, okay, I shared with them here, never talked to them again about it, they just may not have been ready. If Nancy had stopped here with me, I would never be in Mary Kay. Nancy had to start with me here, 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 and then I joined. So that is so smart that you're layering with them. Yeah, Mom.
And also, I would suggest trying to get them to join the GLAM group, because then they can start to see some faces and see some of the fun and the product. I mean, it's win-win-win. And we do kind of throw in some things about the advantages of being a Mary Kay consultant throughout the time. So yeah, that's great. Anna, I am so proud of you. It's been quite a week. And Mindy had a party this week, and Teresa's about to have a party. So ladies, parties, and you're here this morning, all of that, when you show up, you go up and you're doing the things. So I'm excited.
That's amazing. And Mom, I think we are ready for our training section.
Okay, beautiful. All right. This week we had a directors meeting, and ladies, I know you might not all want to be directors, but the directors meeting was fabulous. I really enjoyed it. And thank you, COVID, I got to be home and go to the meeting. So weird. But anyway, they were talking about faces. And when I was where you guys are in the career path, I forgot. I don't know how I forgot, but I really worked at tracking how many faces I saw. Now, I think we got a little away from it with COVID, and we're not like so much faces, but they have kind of redefined at Mary Kay what faces are, but they've always, well, I don't know how long, but as long as I've been in Mary Kay, probably much longer, they have two things called a perfect start and a power start. You can do a perfect start and a power start any month. In fact, I suggest we try to do it every month. I'm going to start tracking it every month because it really makes a difference. But what it is if you see 15 faces, and I'll define in a minute what those faces are, by the 15th. So today is the 11th, that's 4 days. I was in the shower this morning like, okay, how can I see 15 faces by the 15th? So I'll talk to you about that in a second. But if you say see 15 faces by the 15th, that is a perfect start. And there is this charm bracelet, which I don't know. Raise your hand if any of you have a charm bracelet. I don't think you do. Oh, well, Whitney, yes, yes. And there's different charms that you can get from Mary Kay, but this is the perfect start charm. I don't know if you can see it even at all. And plus I'm really bad at finding my camera. Okay, that's the perfect start charm. It says PP on there, and it has a few jewels. And then, and I think I have these right. This is the power start. Once again, can't find my charm. And that's if you see 30 faces by the end of the month. And what I will do is if you track and you tell me that you've seen them and just send me a picture of the list of ladies that you saw, then I will send you a bracelet and a charm. And then also if you get, Whitney, you might have to help me with this a little bit. If you get 3 team members in a month, you get a bronze medal. 4 in a month, you get a silver medal. And 5 in a month, you get a gold medal. And I actually have one gold medal, and actually 2 gold medals that happened, or 2 bronze medals. Thank you, Whitney. 2 bronze medals. So I got 3 in a month, 2 different times. And some of you may be part of that. I don't remember what months and who, but that could be. So let's talk about the faces. And what there is there's a tracking sheet. And Whitney, do you think you'll be able to attach that somewhere? No, but in our groups. Okay. And you can print it off. I only have a black and white printer, but you know what? You can become a director with a black and white printer. I found that out, and you can probably earn a car with a black and white printer. And you can even just have a piece of paper where you list your people. You wouldn't even have to have a tracker, but this is a little more fun. And this is a power start focus. And what you do is under each one of these ladies, there's a place for their name. Now, a face is a new person. So Anna, you have a ton of faces. Anybody who is new that came to your party, Mindy, you have some new faces. Anybody who was new at your party and either commented or talked to you in Messenger or texting or a phone call, any of those things about the product can count as a face. They need to be a new person. Okay, so not a reorder or continuing customer, but they can count as a face. So I know you guys have several already. That's one way to get a face. Let me find my right page of notes here. So just from parties. So that's one way. Maybe in your VIP group, you get a new person and you put a post and they make some comments in your VIP group about that. That's a new face. If somebody contacts you and you get a sale from a new person, that's a face. That's happened both on my VIP group and in my Mary Kay customer group. I do want to mention in our area right now, there are a lot of scam texts happening. If the grammar is not correct, or if they act like they can't order on your website and they need to send you a personal check, what are those called? A registered check, whatever that thing's called. Anyway, those are scams. Just block them. Unfortunately, there's people out there. But anyway, I digress. So if anybody orders from you, like sometimes I'll have a friend, and honestly, I just got a new customer in Texas because her Mary Kay lady passed away. And a friend of mine who doesn't order Mary Kay recommended her to me. And she's in Texas. So I've got a new customer in Texas who's been a longtime customer. Not that we want that to happen. I'm just giving examples of what would be a new face for you. Let's see, a person who uses the product. I sent out some samples this week. And so when that person gets back to me, I'll follow up on it and say, did you get that? Did you use it? And we can kind of talk about it. That's a new face. You can hand them out at church. You can make a little packet in a business size envelope, put a skin sample in there and a lipstick or whatever, and just talk to them about it. You know, say, hey, I'm trying to get this perfect start charm for my bracelet. I know that sounds silly, but it's just a fun thing to do. If you would do this and just get back to me, it'll count for my contest. And guess what? When people try the product, they love the product. And that's a little bit of a barrier right now, I would say, with COVID, because we're not actually getting the product on as many faces. So we have to get a little creative, but that's not hard. In fact, I've got maybe 6 people I'm going to hand an envelope to at church tomorrow. I'm going to get my 15 by Wednesday. That's my goal. And that is an easy way to do it. And then who could be new faces? I want you ladies to kind of unmute here and tell me who would be some new faces. I mean, a face can be anybody with skin. So who could that be, Anna?
Well, I am already planning on inviting my neighbors to have a home party or like an open house type party.
Yes.
Yes. And so, yeah, that's my plan, to start with my neighbors.
Okay, and Anna, I'm going to tell you what I do to up that game. When I have an open house, I always say for every person you bring up to 5, I'll take another 10% off of any purchase you make. So if they bring 1 visitor, that's 10% off. They bring 2 girlfriends, 18 or older, because then they're also eligible to become a consultant. They become new contacts, up to 5. But you know what? 50%, you're not making any profit on their stuff, but you got 5 new people that have come and seen the product. So it's well worth it. So that's just a way to up the game on that a little bit. Anna, how fabulous is that? Okay, so neighbors, who else? Who else can be a face? Who has an idea?
Lainey, I know that you took something in somewhere this past week.
I did. I was just about to say that I have visited one of our local daycares and talked to them and left one of the booklets, the magazines with them. I also plan on going to an assistant living home this coming up week to speak to some of the employees to see if they wanted to look at the books as well.
Lainey, that is fabulous. And I want to tell you something else I did. And that reminded me of that. I went to both those type places and I left just a satin hand cream as a sample. And I left some lead slips, which Whitney can help you with those if you don't have some. But basically I said, if you will, this is a drawing for your own satin hands, not the whole set, but just the hand cream. And then they put the slip in there, and on the slip, it says, do you already have a consultant? It has their name, their address. So you're getting leads from that as well. So what the drawing is, yeah, if they put their paper in there, then you will draw it, and then somebody can win a new a hand cream, which is only $6 out of our pocket, but I would come back with a ton of leads. It took me an extra 10 minutes to drop it off somewhere. Usually they're pretty good about that. So, wanting that, and that's great. I did it both at a nursing home and at a daycare. So that's great.
I haven't even thought about leaving a satin hands with them. That would be a great idea. I know one girl plans on getting back with me. She ended up getting COVID, but she wants to get color matched. And she said that her Mary Kay lady doesn't do it anymore. So I'm hoping to hear back from her next week whenever I go back up there.
Perfect. Yeah. So those would be new faces, anybody who tried the product. So if you left the satin hands and then they tried it and put the slip in there, that would actually be another face. Great. More ideas. What else do you guys have? Mindy, you have any ideas? Therese? Where can we find faces?
So maybe like using those skin analyzer or mirror me's to kind of like just send them out to people and just say, hey, have you ever thought about using like, or you might send it to someone and they go, oh, I didn't know that this color looked this way on me. I really like it. And then, and it's really easy app to download. So it's not difficult at all. How many apps do we already have on our phones? One more isn't going to hurt, especially if you're just kind of doing your own, kind of skin thing. I use it all the time to be like, I might try that eyeliner or, eyeshadow or, yeah. So that can be very helpful.
I would say that definitely counts for getting the product on their face, right? Because they're using it. So the skin analyzer and help me out with the one that talks about your skin care.
It's like there's like a Mirror Me one.
Mirror Me and the skin
Mhm.
analyzer, both of them. Yes. So the skin analyzer tells them what skincare they need. And if they get back with you, you know, they can actually email that back to you, or they can take a screenshot and show you what it is, and you're having a conversation. That can count as a face, and so can the Mirror Me. My granddaughters grab my phone every time we're together because they like to try on all the makeup by just looking in the mirror. So that's
Yeah.
great, Charisse. I didn't even have that down. Oh, ladies, every one of us could have a perfect start by the 15th. I'm just going to load up on those charms right now and get them ready to send out. Okay, Mindy, you have any ideas in your head that's not feeling fabulous today? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, nope, no problem. Anybody else have any more ideas? All right, I think those are great. I think we could all have a perfect start and a power start by the end of the month if we just can get this thing going. So, oh, there's my grandpuppy right there. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's really all I have, ladies, for that. So I am going to order some bracelets and some charms, and we are going to get this thing done. And you know, ultimately, if you're having a perfect start and a power start, you're going to have sales. You're going to get some parties because maybe they can't afford product, but they would be a hostess. And you know, you're keeping it fun and exciting for them. And then you're going to build your team. It all builds together. So let's have a bunch of these. Whitney's going to attach it, then I'll put it on our page too, because she's techier than I am. And
So
then
excuse me, I'm sorry. That started this month?
every month you can start it. Yes. So if you have 15 faces by the 15th, Anna, you would get a charm for perfect start, and 30 by the end of the month, you would have a power start. You can start it any month. When I was moving up, I was working at it every month. I didn't always make it. And then when you get it, just either send me and Whitney a texted list of names, and I usually put a date by it too. And that way I kind of can keep track. So if you had 15 names listed with dates, or you use this tracker and you had 15 names with dates by the 15th, then you will be a perfect start achiever. And I will shout that out on the page because we need a lot of that to have a strong unit for sure.
Okay.
Any other questions? That was good.
That's good.
Okay.
All right. I think we are moving to our next thing, which is just talking about the pearls of sharing real quick. Now, many of you know about the pearls of sharing. I am curious, how many of you, I know several ladies on here, how many of you earned the original pearls of sharing? At least some of the pieces, if not all of them. I did. These are newer, the ones with the bees. So a lot of you on here have either earned the older version, or you've earned some of the newer version. Even if it's just like the earrings or the bracelet, if you've earned anything, go ahead and put that in the comments. I would love to see that, because I think a lot of the ladies on here have earned at least one piece of jewelry from this set, either from the older version or this one. But the really cool thing with the pearls of sharing, here's what happens when you share with 3 ladies. And right now, here's what I would consider a share. We were really using the video and the survey for a long time. It was more convenient. It was also way less effective. I could share, it really made my numbers of actually getting teammates like just really go down, because it's just really not personal. So it is helpful to a point, but it is not a good replacement for a phone call. And here's why. On a phone call, you actually get to talk to people and hear about what their concerns are. A lot of people do have concerns about starting a business. We cannot answer their concerns if we've never chatted with them, because a lot of people aren't willing to write it down in that survey. They also don't know what they could be excited about, because they don't know everything. The video I made is like 10 minutes long. That does not fully cover the Mary Kay opportunity. So it might be that in that video, they didn't hear the thing that they would need to hear to make a good decision. So that's why I changed it to earn the pearls of sharing. You have to do phone calls, not because I'm trying to make it harder for you, but because I actually want this to work for you. And I don't want your effort to be wasted. So when you have 3 phone calls, that's you, me, and your person, or my mom, you, and your person. When you have 3, you earn these earrings, and they're so pretty. You can see them. They've got like the little bumblebee on top and the pearl at the bottom. They're all rose gold. They're beautiful. When you do 6 shares, you earn the bracelet, and it's got the rose gold bumblebee pearls. It's really pretty. And it's also one of those you can put on yourself. It's like one of those where it's self-tightening, which I love because I often don't like to wear bracelets because I can't get them on by myself. So I love that. And then also when you get your first teammate, you get the necklace. Now you may get your first teammate somewhere between when you got your earrings and when you got your bracelet. It may be after you get your earrings and bracelet. Sarah McLean actually got her necklace already and she's only done 2 shares. So sometimes the necklace happens, it can happen anytime. It's whenever you get your first teammate. So it really just kind of depends on the people you're sharing with and if they're ready right then or if they need some more time. But I really want you guys to make it a plan. Earning your pearls does not just happen. You have to, as Lainey, as Anna, and I believe Mindy has earned pearls in the past. I know Therese said she's earned at least 1 piece. My mom's earned them. I have. It all happened with intention. We did it on purpose, but I would love for everyone, what we're doing is even if you've earned the older set of pearls, everybody is eligible to earn the new pearls when you do your shares. So when you get your next teammate, you'll get your necklace. When you do 3 shares, you'll get your earrings. When you do 6 shares, you'll get your bracelet. So this is a way that we can give you something fun to kind of work toward that. Maybe, I get it, sometimes you get in a rut, we get in a rhythm. We've already shared with the easy people to share with, the people that was like, oh, obviously they'll listen just to help me. And now you have to be a little more creative. You have to be a little more thoughtful. You have to dig a little deeper. So everybody's eligible to earn these, and they're so beautiful. You guys, you want these. They're fabulous, and they're a representation of you being faithful to share what Mary Kay asked us to share. She said, pass it on. That was what she wanted for her legacy, was for us to pass it on. So my mom and I are really excited to give these out. We want to talk to you about them. Last thing for today, we wanted to share with you about holiday products. Have you guys seen that we got some holiday products coming out? I know, it's exciting. Okay, real quick. There are 2 things that are not available yet for our holiday line. Mary Kay is working as fast as they can to see if they can get things in stock, but what they didn't want to do was open these products up for ordering, and then we weren't really able to supply them to our customers, and then nobody really actually got to order. So in your Mary Kay lookbook, when this arrives, your holiday edition, some of you already have this in the mail from when you did your preferred customer program. Some of you will be able to start ordering this in a couple months. I didn't mean that. I meant in a couple days, not a couple months, in a couple days, Wednesday. The products that are not quite available yet are, let me open it up so you can see right here. It'll be the fragrances, the travel size fragrances for men and women. Those are not actually available yet. The company does not have a date set that they are going to be. Other than that, though, everything is going to be available. I will say with the fuzzy socks that they're doing with the Mint Bliss lotion, those are often, they sell out really quickly. And let me just say, for years, I just bought fuzzy socks from the Dollar Tree for $1 and I paired it with it. So it is like a super not big deal if they sell out. The Mint Bliss lotion will still be there. And that's really the important part of that gift. So don't be too worried about that. That's one that the company said might sell out pretty quickly, but you can just buy fuzzy socks at the Dollar Tree if you need them. So don't get too hung up on that. But just want to show you a couple things. So I don't have these on hand, but we've got eyeliners that are metallic. Now, let me be real with you. When I first saw these, I thought, when would you wear metallic eyeliner? That is just not a thing I would usually choose, because my eyelashes are so blonde. If I don't have like black eyeliner, I was like, I don't know how that would look good. But look how they did them in this picture. They didn't skip over black eyeliner. They did it above the black eyeliner, and it is stunning. It looks so pretty. It's almost like an accent to your eyeshadow rather than a replacement for your eyeliner. So they're really pretty. It comes in both copper and silver. So these are beautiful. I saw a video of somebody putting them on. They're really pretty. And they have the same kind of precision end that the black waterproof liquid eyeliner pen does. So that's some of the products that are about to become available. The ones that I'm probably most excited about are the lip kits. We have these limited edition lip kits. They're called Matte and Shine Lip Sets. They come in 2 shades. We've got cinnamon, and here's what it is. You can put this on, and it is a matte lip finish. Then if you want to make a little shine, you can put the this is called lip oil. You can put it on top and add shine to it. So you have two different options for your color. So it comes in cinnamon, and the other color option that it comes in is, what color do they call this? I think it might just be called pink, but I don't want to give you the wrong name.
Rose pink.
Thank you, rose pink. So it's a really pretty pink, and it's the same thing. You can put it on and leave it matte, or you can add the lip oil on top and make it shine. So they come together. They come with the one matte shade and the one lip oil combo. And let me open up the magazine so you can see the picture of it on the model. Mom might have hers ready before I do. Yeah, so you can see it. So the lady on my left, the darker color is wearing the rose pink, and the lighter color is the cinnamon. So they're really pretty neutrals, okay? They're both really great for the holidays. So that's the lip kits. And then what else did I have on hand? Oh, okay, I set it down. Where did it go? There's a product that came back. It's in my lap. Okay, that's why I couldn't find it. Lash Love Panorama. Who else loves this? If you've tried it, you probably love it. It is permanent line now. We have never had this permanent line before. It's come back for like a month or two here, a month or two there. This is forever part of our Mary Kay family. It's probably my favorite mascara we've ever had. It has a very unique wand, and it's just magical. And also, it's pink. I have customers who order it because they like the tube. It's so funny to me, but it is the cutest mascara we have. This has been a bestseller every time it's come out. So the fact that we have it permanent line now is huge. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, yeah, they have it here, but it is an amazing mascara. And now that it's permanent line, yeah, it's one of the favorites. So right here, it kind of has a picture, and it shows you what the wand looks like. It has 3 application zones. So on the end, it has an hourglass shape that helps coat lashes. It has rounded bristles that comb the lashes. And then at the end, there's actually little bristles on the very end that help you catch those little baby lashes that are close to the inside corner, where it's really hard to catch those without like getting mascara all over your nose. So it's like the perfect wand. I have friends and customers who are like kind of obsessed with this wand, like I am. So I just want to tell you about that. And I believe that is everything that is going to be available. Now, this coming Monday in the Glam Group, we are going to be celebrating Mary Kay's 58th anniversary, Mary Kay Cosmetics. So we're going to kind of make it a celebration style. It's going to be super fun. I think my mom might share a little bit with you about what we're going to do. And then the next Monday, we're going to talk to customers about the holiday line because they'll be available for ordering. So we wanted to kind of give you a heads up on that. So Mom, do you want to tell them a little bit about Monday?
Well, one more thing, the lash curler is also back.
It is. I forgot.
And I had one consultant just going crazy about that. So excited. So it is very popular. So lash curler is great, even for like the young girls that aren't wearing mascara yet. They can start by curling their lashes. Okay, so it is a celebration on Monday. So Whitney and I are going to come in party attire and have a little party happening here on Monday. So we are excited about that. I can't remember what the giveaway is, but a Mary Kay favorite product, right? Is that what it is?
I think we were going to let the customer choose whatever they get to product of their choice. So probably have some sort of price limit, so they can't choose like a $70 item, but they're going to get the product of their choice. So we're really excited.
And it's going to be party style. So be ready to party. I was trying to figure out how to send people cupcakes, but I never did get that figured out. But
I'm sure it's a thing.
it ought to be. I don't know. Anyway.
I forgot to mention this to my mom, so I'm going to tell you guys in real time, but I think we should all wear pink on Monday in celebration. That's Mary Kay's color, and post a selfie in the group on Monday and just like say how excited you are for the party that night. Like how easy is that? It's not for a prize, but it's just for fun. Let's get hyped about this thing. So I think that'd be really fun. Mom, did you have something?
I like it, and that can be part of the giveaway. Oh, one more thing, ladies. You have until Wednesday, or was it last Wednesday?
It was Friday. It was Friday, yesterday.
Okay, cool. So we'll be picking a winner. See, we're a hot mess express, or I am anyway. A winner from somebody who posted about themselves in the Glam Group also. But if you didn't, please still share, because that's great for our group, and it's great for our ladies in the Glam Group to see who some consultants are and our different stories and families and all the things. So great.
Yeah.
We're right at 9.
Okay, and it is time to close this thing down. So I'm going to close in a quick word of prayer, and then we'll let you guys go get about your Saturdays. But thank you for being on here today. This was fun. Hopefully it was helpful for you to kind of think of some new things to try, some new things to do, give you a little inspiration. And we will just keep running this race. Cannot wait. If you don't have customers in the Glam group, you want to go invite them like as soon as this meeting is done. If you have some customers, but not all of your customers, go invite the rest of your customers to come to the Glam group. It will help you with your sales. It will partner with you. It'll take some pressure off of you doing it alone. So I just want to really encourage you on that. Okay, so I'm going to pray and then we are going to head out. Dear Lord, thank you so much for this opportunity we had to get together today. I pray that you would help these ladies to be encouraged and go, do the work that you've called them to do. I pray that you would give them safe and fun days and that we would have an excellent weekend. And I pray, amen. Okay, I see one.
All right,
comment.
ladies.
Okay.
Excited for our
thanks,
day.
Iris. All right.
Yes.
Bye, ladies. See you later.
Bye, ladies. Bye,
Bye.
Mindy. Bye, Anna.